कर दे।
एक मिनट में तो शुरू
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the fourth webinar of the Discover program for the STAR age group. It's already 5 o'clock, so we will start the webinar now. For those of you for whom this is the first webinar, just would like to let you know the system is that you will be on mute. If you want to speak, you have any questions, please type on the chat window. You will not be able to unmute yourself. Okay, so we have our presenter Rajesh here. Rajesh, over to you. We can hear. Yeah.
Yes. Good evening, all. This is Rajesh. Today we are going to have this webinar on the box pinhole camera, the activity box pinhole camera, and so how we will have it is the following. The process is mostly I will be asking some questions, and you may have to answer those questions. How you will answer that? So those questions will be what we call as the poll questions. So a window will appear on your computer screen, and there the question will be written. Simultaneously, I will be stating this question and also I will be facilitating you. And so then you give your answer, and then I will get to know how much you have grasped my question, the concept, etc. And then I will give you the explanation for that question, and then I will proceed with the, my explanation. So similarly, we will try to address many questions, as many questions as possible for this particular activity. Yeah. So along with the explanation, I will be asking the questions as well. So along with that, I will be sharing some diagrams. Let us get started straight away. The first one is, let me show you something. See, I am having 3 pieces of sheets, laminar, the thin sheets. They are, I am calling it as, one is here. You can see, you cannot see one. This one, let me call it a sheet 1. This one is sheet 2. This one is sheet 3. 3 are there, right? And I have one pen, orange colored, nice spiral pen, which has a spiral on it. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to try to show the pen behind these 3 sheets. And when I show that, you just try to see that on your window and recognize through which screen you could see the pen clearly. First, let me show. Then there is going to be the poll question. See, this is through sheet 1. I'm showing the pen. Now I'm showing the pen behind sheet 3, sheet 2. Now I'm showing the pen behind sheet 3. Just observe sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. Okay, I hope you all observed what I have shown. Now the first question that in which case you could see the pen clearly. You can again see while I'm reading the question, but please answer the question. So this is how we will go about with this discussion, so that you all are engaged with the discussion, not that I am just presenting myself. See that this is sheet 1, this is sheet 2, this is sheet 3, where you could see the pen. Yes, okay. How many answers over? Yeah, 30 seconds. I'm showing again sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. Yeah, I hope the poll you all gave the answer. Yeah, 1 minute enough. I am going to end the poll now. The most of the 88% of you have given the answer as sheet 1. Now what I'm going to okay. So what I'm going to talk about this thing is that there were three kind of sheets, right? Among that, only through one particular sheet you could see the pen clearly, and that kind of materials where through which you behind which the objects are kept, if you can see those objects, we call them as the transparent materials. And those materials behind which if you keep, you call as if you see the objects half partially, see you can see the pen here, right? But it's not as clear as this one with the sheet 2. This kind of yeah, sheet 1 was the one where we got the highest poll. That's a very simpler question to just start with as an icebreaker, because everybody could see with the sheet 1, it is clearly visible. I don't know, one of you maybe got a wrong answer. Fine. You can observe now. With the sheet 2, what's happening here? You are not able to see the pen clearly, but you are able to see the pen to some extent, right? You can see that some object is moving, but you are not able to make it out clearly. This kind of objects are called as translucent materials. Translucent materials. This one is transparent, this one is translucent. Then what is this? The sheet 3 one where there is a circle. I am showing the pen behind that, but you cannot see that. You cannot see any movement here, even though I am moving the pen here. Right? This kind of materials are called as opaque objects or opaque materials, which do not allow the light to pass through them. Why is it passing through an object? You can see what is behind that object. For example, because light is able to pass through this sheet 1, you can see the pen behind sheet 1. Because light is partially passing behind this sheet 2, you can see the pen only partially. You cannot exactly clearly see that. Because light is not passing through the sheet 3, you cannot see the pen which is behind sheet 3. And of course, which is being captured by camera. So this is the one small interesting thing. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to show you. Now this is about this is a solid material, right? Thin sheet, but it's solid. Now let us see what happens with the liquid. So what I'm going to show now, I'm going to show in a small glass cup. I'm going to show first plain water. See this, and I'm going to do the same exercise. I'm going to show the pen behind that. You see, make out if you can see the pen clearly. I'm trying to see. I'm able to see in the camera. I'm not. Yeah. Camera is capturing as well. See how you can see the pen here. And now the second case. This is instead of plain water, I have taken water to which I added some amount of sugar. 1 second. Drops or something. I added a spoon of sugar and I mixed it clearly to the water, and I am trying to show that now here. This is the sugar and water mixture. Sugar plus water. First one was plain water. This one is sugar plus water. Please see. And now I am going to show you another interesting mixture. That is the mixture of lemon and the lemon juice and water. See, I just mixed some amount of lemon juice to the same plain water, and now I am trying to show the pen behind that. Remember, I talked about transparent, translucent, and opaque objects. Now the liquids I am showing. Just keep it in mind. I am going to ask a question at the end. Now I am going to show you a mixture of turmeric powder and water. You see, behind that I am showing the orange pen, but this is the turmeric water in the glass cup. See if you can make out the pen behind that. Now my question is, based on your observation, you have to answer the next question. Among these four, that is the plain water and sugar plus water, quickly I am showing, and lemon plus water. See that lemon plus water, pay attention. Maybe some question is going to come based on that. I'm not sure, giving a hint, but yeah, pay attention to lemon plus water, and then again turmeric plus water. Pay attention to this also, turmeric plus water. Now next poll question is, among these four liquids that I have shown, which one is translucent? I have shown plain water, sugar plus water, lemon plus water, turmeric plus water. Let us launch the poll. Yeah. Which one is translucent is the question.
Rajesh, you are able to see the poll being
Yeah,
launched?
yeah.
Yeah. So
Which are-
after they have given the response, can please share the results also with them so that they can see who has voted how much.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Since we both are logged in from the same login, I'm not able
Ah.
to see what's being shown. That's the reason.
Oh,
Okay.
is it like that? Oh,
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
fine. Yeah. So I'll be giving next time onwards. I'll be giving only 30 seconds because in the interest of time. But because this is the first setup where we're trying the full questions. Yeah. Which one is translucent was my question. Which became translucent in the sense initially it was plain water, so which became translucent. Yeah, 83%. Actually, 23 of you have answered. Only 23 of you have answered, and among them, 83%. That means 19 of you told lemon plus water is translucent. And yeah, that's the correct answer. What I'm trying to tell, lemon plus water is actually translucent because again you can only see, you cannot see the pen clearly. It's only partially. Light is passing through that only partially. 83% of 19 of you gave the right answer. Okay. So the next one is, okay, share the result is what I have to do, right? Yeah. Vishal, now the result is shared, right?
I don't know. We'll have to take a feedback from one of the users.
Okay, one of the users can. Okay. Now it's shared. I'll stop sharing. Now let me go to the next polling question. In which case the solution become opaque? This is a quick question, 30 seconds. We will, yeah. Thank you, Madhusri. She told you to see the results. Second, yeah. The second poll question for 30 seconds, please. Let's be quick so that we will.
Madhusri is saying poll is not visible.
No, now it's visible. Right? Yeah.
Madhusri, can you confirm if you are able to see the poll now?
Yeah. People are answering now. Yes, it is
Okay.
there. Okay, then I'll give you 10 seconds more. What I'm trying to tell, turmeric plus water, which one became opaque, and turmeric plus water again 19 of you gave 20 of you gave that answer, because this time 24 of you answered, it's again 83%, and here is the result. Okay, fine. Now what I'm going to talk about is the materials which are through which the light will pass completely, or most of the light rays will pass. They are called as transparent. If anything is behind such objects, then you can clearly see those objects, and through which light will pass only partially, they are called as translucent materials. For example, that's sheet 2 or the lemon water, with which light will only pass partially. Then you can not see the object clearly, but you can make out that something is behind it. But you cannot see the boundaries exactly well defined, etc. But those materials which will not allow any light to pass through that, any amount of light, they are called as the opaque materials. And we have seen the example for the opaque material as the turmeric plus water, which you have just seen here. Now, because we have almost talked about three kind of materials with respect to how much what happens when light try to pass through that. Let me ask you a very general question. It's day-to-day life. We all feel air, right, around us. So we say air is there, air is around us, we breathe, right? Now question is, if air is there, here, everywhere, around you, see in front of your eye, if it is there, then question is air transparent or opaque or translucent? What is that? And in my straight question is the air around us transparent? Please give the answer, yes or no answer. This time we are going to make it really strictly 30 seconds so that we cover all the topics of our interest in time. Yeah, good that 10 of you already answered. And yeah, okay, 2 of you are saying air around us is not transparent, but 18 of you already told air around us is transparent. 19 of you told, 23 of you, 25 of 26 of you answered the question, and among them 6 told air is not transparent, and 20 of you told that air is transparent. And let me share the result. This is how the result looks like. So what I am trying to tell is that, see, what we have learned till now, something which will, if some object is behind the, yeah, this is the result. If some object is behind, if something is behind some object, and if you can clearly see that, that means it is transparent. Now see, I am able to see the computer screen, or you are able to see the computer screen, right? But between your eyes and computer screen, there is air. There is air. That's why we say air is everywhere, and we breathe. That air we breathe through our nose, right? And still you are able to see the computer screen, means air is transparent. Right? That is the very simple definition of transparency. What is transparent? If you can see anything behind that, then that thing is transparent. So air is transparent. Now let us have a very quick question, just to understand if you got this picture clearly about transparent, translucent, and opaque material. Then we will go to our camera question. Okay. Now next question is, among the following, which is opaque? Remember, we talked about now transparent, translucent, and opaque materials. I have shown you, I illustrated, I have shown transparent things, translucent things, lemon water was there, sheet 2 was there, transparent plain water, sugar water, and a plastic sheet was there, and opaque, the sheet 3 and turmeric water. Now among these, yeah. So steel plate, 16 of you told it's steel plate, and nobody told hair oil, that's right. And 2 of you somehow ended up saying glass is opaque. That's concerning. So what I want to show, this is okay. And air bubble, nobody told. Steel plate is the right answer. 16 of you told that steel plate is the transparent, opaque thing among these 4: steel plate, hair oil, and glass, and air bubble. This is a glass. Somebody told glass. This is the glass, empty. I'm trying to show the pen behind that. You can see, no, clearly. Very clearly, I can see behind that. You can see. That means glass is not opaque. Glass is transparent. Okay, that's about the opaque, transparent, translucent, and opaque material. Now, let us talk about the pinhole camera. And one more thing, what I also want to show at the same time. Sorry, I just missed it. Let us have this one small ray, what we call as ray diagram, which is very important when we talk about light, how it goes, etc. So there is a screen that I'm going to share. So here one line I have drawn, one vertical line is there, and I have drawn a straight line, slanted line, but which is straight, and I put an arrow mark as well. And when it reaches this vertical line, it will pass through that line. What I'm trying to tell here is that this straight vertical line shows or denotes the boundary of a object which is transparent. Okay. So because it is transparent, the light which is coming and hitting that surface will pass through that surface, and it will come to the other side. If it was opaque, then it would not come this side. Because I hope you all are able to make my cursor movement. Because this surface is transparent, what I'm trying to tell through simple diagram is that because the surface is transparent, the ray of light will pass through that. Now let us see another diagram here. Now see what happened. A ray of light, is slanted line, falling on this vertical line. Again, this vertical line, I am going to call it as a translucent object, or surface of a translucent object. Then you pay attention to the thickness of the line that I have drawn. Thickness. See that? It is very thick. But when it passed through that vertical line, it became thin. So what I am trying to show with this picture is that initially the lot of light, intense light, what we call, or more light has come and fall on the surface, which was not transparent but translucent. So less light has come this side. Less light has come this side. That means only partially this object will be visible from which this light is coming. So that's about the transparent and translucent materials with the ray diagram. Actually, for the opaque objects, this light will not come this side at all. Okay, what will happen is very interesting. That is something that for you to look into, maybe to think about, to maybe you want to search, ask your parents what happens when it falls on the opaque objects, and then the consequences. Now let us talk about the pinhole camera. So what happened in pinhole camera? So you have till now what you have done is that you have entered the Google Classroom, you avail the resources, you see the saw the DIY video guide, etc., and then you made one nice box pinhole camera in which had two boxes. One box has a small hole with the other box. Inside you kept one butter paper or a white paper dipped in oil, and backside you made a little big bowl. Or if you didn't have any screen there also, it would work. I'm trying to tell, this is how you made a pinhole camera. But then you try to focus it on most of your scene, most of you, because it was given in the guide, try to focus it on. Okay, I'm getting a notification that my internet connection is unstable. Everything is good. So what happened? Focused on the candle and see if something happened, etc., etc. Now let me show another diagram here. So it's just, I was trying to tell in the WhatsApp group as well to most of you, not only do with the candle, try to do with.
Rajesh, do you want to take a pause for 5-10 seconds? Your voice is breaking and video is frozen. Rajesh, can you hear me? You are not audible at all. We cannot hear you.
I am
Rajesh.
muted. I was muted actually. Sorry. Now I am.
So
yeah.
Maybe you'll have to repeat your last part.
Yes. Okay. So I was talking about the pinhole camera. I hope you. I conveyed till you made the pinhole camera. You tried to focus it on candle. Now what I'm trying to show one image. Just I'll share my screen. Okay. Yeah. So this is the image. With this image, what I want to talk. See, I am trying to depict what would happen if you have focused on a tree instead of candle, or maybe a building also. Sometime maybe vehicle. Somebody mentioned this very nice in the book that she focused on vehicle and she's seen that it was upside down. In the tree, when you focus on your pinhole camera, you see here. What happened to the image or the tree. Now looking at this image, I want you to answer one question, that is, what is the nature of this image? When I say nature of the image, so before that, let us, sorry, I just missed the sequence. I talk about this. So this is another image where you have, yeah. I'm so sorry, just that I lost the internet connection and maybe I messed up with something. So this is the image with which I want to talk. After that, we will go to the tree. You see the candle flame from, I have drawn so many arrows here. So what I'm trying to explain here, from the, before that, let us launch this poll question. Looking at this image, please have a comment on what is going to happen to the light rays. See, all these arrows are the light rays, okay, that I try to depict like that. what's going to happen to the all the light rays which is moving towards the box? This is the black line is the of your box, pinhole camera's box. What's going to happen to the rays which are moving towards the box? Yeah.
And just to add to what Rajesh is asking, so from the candle flame, light rays are coming out in all the directions. That's the reason. So each of those arrows that you see, they are the arrows showing light rays. Depending on whether the object these light rays are going to fall on, depending on whether they are transparent, translucent, or opaque, you'll have different behavior. So some of these light rays are falling on our box and some are falling on the pinhole, and some are going through the pinhole and then falling on the butter paper inside. So in some sense the question he is asking is what will happen to the light rays when they fall on the box. So is the box opaque, transparent, or translucent?
And also there is a hole. There is a hole. There is a hole, you remember. So the options are all the rays will enter the box through the hole. Will all of them enter through the hole, or all the rays will go back after hitting the box surface? You see what's happening, and only small portion of the light rays will enter through the hole. You see if that's happening. So many rays are coming here, and no ray will enter through the hole. So my focus is on the hole here, and yeah, I am going to give you 10 more, 15 more seconds because of this. Oh, okay, already 23 of you have answered, and let me end the poll now. Okay. Let's see the result. What happened is, out of 23 of you, 14 of you told only a small portion of the light ray will enter through the hole, and that is right. And some of you told all rays will enter the box through the hole, which is not true, because only this some amount where I have highlighted with yellow color, those rays will enter, and all other rays will only hit the surface and they will not be able to enter because this box is opaque, black color opaque, and no ray will enter the through hole is also one of you told. That's also not correct, because through hole some will enter because there is air. So air is there, means which is transparent, will enter, and all the rays will go back, which is not the right answer. So this is about that. So now with this, what I was trying to explain, some amount of light will enter the box through this hole. But when they enter, you see the nature how it is entering, the way in which. So from the tip of the candle, see where it is going, and from the bottom of the candle flame, see where it's going. Now we go to the next question. So the next question is, looking at the diagram again, please answer. Looking at the diagram, the ray which is coming from the top portion of the flame will enter where? Which portion? That's the question. So the question comes here, and looking at the diagram, a ray of light coming from the top portion of the flame which passes through the hole will reach where? Bottom part of the screen. The screen is here where I have drawn the flame inside the box, or center of the screen is coming from the top portion of the flame in the candle, or will it go to the top of the screen, or if some of you cannot say by looking at this image, but if that will happen if my question is not here. My question is, the light ray that is coming from the tip of the candle, the top portion of the candle, will enter the bottom portion screen is butter paper which is inside the box here, the small box, or will it enter the center, or will it go to the top? In 3 seconds. So Vishal, can you give me feedback? Am I audible? Again, this I got the internet is unstable. Am I audible, Vishal?
The voice is breaking in between,
Okay.
but
Okay.
it's okay.
That's okay, right? So now I'm going to end the poll. Maybe I was saying that I was about to end the poll, but I did not. Now, see. Okay, now let me share the result. Let me make it a bit quicker because I am left with only few minutes. See, bottom part of the screen was the right answer, and 17 out of 25 have given that right answer. Some of you told that it will enter the center of the screen, which is not true, and also can't say, maybe I don't know if I was not audible. So what I'm trying to explain here is because this assembly or setup is such that from the top portion of the flame, light ray will enter through the hole, but it can only reach the bottom of the screen. So when I say screen, if some of you could not make out, that is the inside box, the butter where you kept the butter paper, right? So this belongs to that. You go and hit the say above center of the top portion, so above the middle part of the screen. Okay, that's what is going on here. So this is so now which lead to the another interesting question where I think why you have seen an image in a particular way, why you have seen it in that way, you will come to know when I ask this question. Let me see how many of you are going to give each answer. So next polling question is, so with your pinhole camera, you could see an image on the screen. Please comment on the nature of the image. So when I say nature, whether if it is upright means like straight, like you standing with your say legs down and heads up, right? Upright. Or was it inverted? Inverted means head down, leg up. So say the flame, what happened to that? And also another in the option, what's interestingly is what I have mentioned is that right side and left side were interchanged. Did that happen in your case? If any of you paid attention to that while playing with the pinhole camera, inverted and left and right were interchanged. So options are whether it is straight, upright, or and then second option upright and left and right were interchanged, and then third one inverted, and also fourth one don't remember. That's also a possibility. Please choose that option if you don't remember, so that I will come to know if you have actually paid attention to that. So one of you are frankly telling that. And the fourth option, of course, is inverted. That means upside down it was, and left and right were interchanged. Okay, let me end the poll here because 25 of you answered. So what I'm trying to tell you is from the result is not yet shared with you. I'm waiting for that. Yeah, now let me share the result. Taking some time. But we will discuss one concept about this, and then I take questions from you. Is the result shared? One of you quickly tell me in the chat window.
Sorry, the voice was breaking. Can you say it again? The last sentence, Rajesh?
Okay. So the result here in a moment. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Vishal. I was lost again.
Yeah, now it is
in
clear.
between, but
Yeah,
now it's clear.
yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so what I want to draw your attention to at the end, and I know this is a technical error. It's almost in nobody's hand. I can't do anything about that. I was lost because of the internet connection problem. But the discussion was going on about the pinhole camera. In that, you could see the image. So have a comment on the nature of image. My options were upright, but left and right were interchanged. Inverted, I don't remember. Inverted and left and right were interchanged. When say upright, it was straight, head up, leg down. Inverted means say legs up, head down. You can imagine that. And the right answer was inverted and left and right are also interchanged. But most of you have given the answer 16 out of say 23, 25. 16 out of 25 told it's inverted. Inverted, it's the right answer. It was inverted, it was upside down. But along with that, please take your model and pay attention to that. It is also left and right interchange. You'll see that if anything was there in the left side of the window, you will be seeing it in the right side in your camera. Please observe. I may be wrong as well, right? I'm saying this. You didn't see that. You have the camera in hand at your home. You made it your own. So please observe this also if that is correct. If my observation is correct. What was my observation? It was inverted, upside down, and also left and right were interchanged. Right? Okay. The 16 of you told only inverted. Only one of you told that it was both inverted and left and right were interchanged. Okay. So next let us talk about. So till now, what we have understood, we made the pinhole camera, and through my question, I have taken you till this point where you have understood. I guess that the point at least why the image was upside down and also interchange. The reason was, like I said in the so let me share the screen again and have a comment on that, and then we will go to the next one. See, the light ray which is coming from the top of the flame is reaching the bottom, and bottom of the flame is reaching the top. So that's why the flame was inverted. Similarly, anything that you see through your camera is inverted. Okay, this is the same as any other camera. Maybe I don't know now. Is it the same to use camera, or eyes are also something to see something, right? Is it the same thing happening inside? Inverted in the concept, and we will not go into that. Let's draw attention to instead of the butter, we have say a glass piece or a transparent sheet of this kind. I told you, sheet one.
Rajesh,
Sheet one, which you can
it's
see.
not
Yeah.
audible, Rajesh. Voice continues to break, and the screen is visible only now.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Now again, now it is clear. It's
Sorry.
clear only now. So the last part you may have to. Yeah, even the screen we could not see.
Sorry. Control. So what I was trying to talk about was that, see, through this, I have asked 8 questions so far. So my plan was to take you through this say 40-45 minutes of discussion through the questions. So through 8 questions, I have brought you till why the image was inverted. So my explanation again was because this flame, from the top portion of the frame, from the tip of the frame, the ray which is coming is going through the hole of your pinhole camera and hitting the bottom portion of the butter paper. And from the bottom part of the flame, which is real flame, the ray is coming and hitting the top part of the butter paper. Because of that, ray is inverted. So the flame is inverted. Or three that I have shown again. So Vishal, now this screen is visible, right?
Yes, the candle flame and screen is visible.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
and voice is also clear. So make good use of this time. It may start breaking again.
Okay. What I'm trying to tell is that I'm not able to control the image. So I don't know what is the problem. Give me 10 seconds. I'm going to figure out something.
Yeah, while Rajesh is finding this out, please be patient. He's just trying to show
Yeah.
you another image.
Yeah. So I was trying to tell that, see the tree which was outside your window or say somewhere, and you, if you have somehow got a chance to see that through your pinhole camera, what you would see is that top of the tree you would see in the bottom of the screen, and bottom of the screen you would see at the top of the screen. So it would be again inverted. So this is the picture that I just want to show you along with all that. So next, instead of the butter paper here, if you have used say a transparent glass, say like this, so what would happen? What would be the this thing? So my let us try to find out your answer both only. So the next question. So you have after this only two more of them. If you have used a okay, let's see the fourth question. It will come here, please. No?
Have you launched the poll, Rajesh?
I have launched the book and
Can you stop sharing the screen? No, you should stop sharing the screen. So while you are doing this, I'm just highlighting, Avi, I'm acknowledging the two questions which you have asked. One question from Avi was why light travels in straight line only. And second question is why butter paper is used in pinhole camera and not any other paper. So we will be coming to your question, Avi. Just give us few more minutes. Rajesh is just covering the last portion, last one point, and after that we'll start answering the questions. Rajesh, have you? Can you stop sharing your screen? That should help. Yeah.
Yeah. So here is the question. If you have used a piece of glass instead of butter paper, what would happen in your pinhole camera? Please start giving the answer. So I would get a better image, or I would not get any image. I could see the whole instead of an image, or I can't answer this. The question is, if you used a glass or a transparent material, which I almost made it clear what is a transparent material, instead of the butter paper, what would happen? So that also by default it means that butter paper was not transparent, right? So butter paper was something like this, which was translucent. Would you get a better image, or you wouldn't get any image? You could see the hole in the image, in the instead of image, the hole which you made the pinhole. Okay, let us take it till 1 minute 15 seconds, and then I will end the poll. Already 23 of you have answered. It's very good. And 24 of you, very good. I'm ending the poll now. Let me share the results straight away. So you would get a better image. 10 of you told, but is that really true? So see, replacing the butter paper with a glass is equivalent to removing your small box and seeing through that, because the glass is a transparent material. If you didn't have a butter paper which is translucent material, instead of that, if you had a glass, that is equivalent to removing the small box and seeing through the big box. Please, why don't you try that at home after this? Remove the small box and try to see what you are going to see. And some of you told I wouldn't get any image. Yeah, that's actually what's going to happen. You will not get an image form. What you will get is you could, and 11 of you told I could see. Okay, that's fine. I am acknowledging that Vishal put me on spotlight. Okay. So 11 of you told that I could see the whole instead of image. That is the right answer. So when you try this, take out the small box and see through the big box. You will see only the hole. The reason being, the air is filled there, right? Instead of the butter paper, it's only air through that. Air is transparent. That's what we have concluded by now. So you can see the only hole. That also brings us to the very important, very interesting and important conclusion that, let me stop the sharing the result. What is that? The conclusion here is, to get the image in the pinhole camera, you need a material which is semi-transparent or which is translucent, say, which is a butter paper. So by this much discussion, by now you might have understood that butter paper is something which was translucent, something like this, behind which you can only see half the objects, and you need you need the screen to be made of the object which is translucent. Only then the image will be formed. If that object was not translucent, what would happen is that all the light will travel through the air and come to your eyes. You could see only the image, only the hole instead of image. So then what is interesting to also tinker here is that, so to form the image, you need something which is opaque. Okay, if something is opaque on that surface, if my hand is opaque, only here the image can be formed. It is possible. But if I have a transparent sheet, here image cannot be formed because all the light will pass through that. But then if you want to see that image which is formed on the, say, opaque surface from behind that screen, if you want to see the image formed on the front itself, you can see easily, right? But if you want to see that from behind that, like you do in the pinhole camera, you are seeing that behind the screen, right? Then you need a screen which is translucent. Which is translucent. That is the significance of using a butter paper or a paper dipped in oil, which is actually translucent. If it was very transparent, you could not see the image because it will not form. If it was opaque, image would form on the other side, but you cannot see. That's why you need something which is partially transparent. Okay. So then now let us quickly let me ask you a very interesting question so that I'll almost conclude this. Have you ever used the feature of zoom in and zoom out in your, say, at home? You have the phone, right? In your mom's or dad's phone. So this is only 30 seconds because yes or no answer. Have you ever used children? I'm asking, not the parents who are sitting with them. That's quite obvious that all of you might have used. So I'm just trying to draw the attention that there is something called zooming in and zooming out, and I'm asking if you have already experienced. Is it possible that you have? It is possible that you have, some of you have used, and 18 of answered. 18 of you decide to answer means you know there is a question.
Your voice is breaking again. Rajesh, can you hear me? Yeah, while Rajesh comes back, let me pick up these two questions which Avi has asked. So why butter paper and why not any other paper? Rajesh just explained. To form an image, you want opaque. But to see it from behind, you also want it to be partly transparent, and that's why a translucent paper only. So Avi, please get back if your question is not answered. Okay, Rajesh.
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah,
so,
it is clear now. You can continue.
Yeah, thank you for saying that. But let us end the poll, even though it's crossed the time limit. But let's see, the result would be interesting. Let me share the result also with you. Have you ever used? You're saying 26 of you have answered the question, and 23 of you have used this feature called zooming in, zooming out. Very interesting. So what I'm going to now draw your attention to is in the same line. Please answer this poll question. After that, let's discuss, and I think that's the end of the story here. The last polling question which I'm going to ask. See, in your pinhole camera, I will give you 1 full minute. In your pinhole camera, when you move the outer box, just imagine the outer box, the bigger one, towards the object. meaning away from your eyes. You hold the camera like this and outer box in this hand or this hand, whichever, and you move that outer box away, then what happened to the image size? Did the image become bigger or it becomes smaller, or what happened to that when you have moved the outer box away from your eyes? Inner box, you are almost holding it touching to your eyes like this, right? You are not actually moving the inner box or the smaller box. The outer box or the bigger box, which has the hole, pin hole there, you are moving that. The smaller box will have the butter paper, it will not have the pin hole. Smaller box will have butter paper, it will be almost touching to your eyes. The bigger one you are trying to move. So if you move that away from your eyes towards the object, means away from your eyes, what would happen to the image size? Will it become bigger or smaller, or no change, or you don't remember? I am asking what happened, right? I am not asking what would happen. So maybe it's possible some of you do not remember actually exactly what happened. Okay, 4 more seconds. Yeah, 23 of you answered, and the results are here. No? $25 of you answered, not 24, 3. And 15 of you told, 60% of you told image become bigger. Okay, that is my observation also, and I guess that's what's actually happening. And image became smaller. 9 of you told. I'm not sure. It's possible that you remember in a different way, but image become bigger is what I also observed. Now let us discuss with this observation. So what is zooming in and zooming out, right? Exactly. So am I not audible?
Yeah, the voice is breaking again. Are you able to hear me clearly?
Yeah. I hope all of you can see the, yeah, now can you hear, Vishal?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, all of you, I hope all of you can see the result of the poll. That means most of you told that image become bigger when you move the outer box away from your eyes or towards the object. When you move the outer box towards your eyes or away from the object, then that becomes smaller. But some of you told image became smaller in this case, but that maybe you are remembering differently or whatever. Now let me share the screen for this, and let me conclude this whole discussion. So let us see here. So this is again the same thing, but here instead of drawing many rays, I have drawn only 2 rays coming from the top of the flame and the bottom of the flame. Now let me show another image where I have actually moved that object, the bigger box towards the object or towards the candle. Before, see the distance between the smaller object, smaller box or the butter paper, the box with the butter paper, and the bigger box, the box with the hole, was this much. You can see that. And in the next image, I have drawn only this much. You see that I have not done anything. Just because of the ray diagram, it is showing that the image size, the flame size, will become bigger when you move it away from the towards the object. So towards the what I'm trying to tell here, maybe my image is, if it is not appropriate to the scale, please pay attention to the distance between the small box which is inside and the big box which is the box with the hole in the 2 images. Here the distance is lesser, right? That means you have not moved it away towards the object. That's why the flame is small. And here the distance is more. That means you have moved this outer box away from your eyes. And that's why the flame size in the which is formed on the screen is actually bigger. I hope it is making sense. If not, please bring it up in the discussion which you are going to have for next 10 minutes. So this is actually what's happening. What happens in your camera also when you zoom it out and zoom it in. So in some of the cameras, you might have seen the lens will actually come out. The lens will come out, and you'll see that it's zooming and zooming in. And when the lens goes out, goes in, you'll see that it zooms out, or the image becomes smaller. So similarly, here please don't pay attention to the distance between candle and the box as such. Please pay attention for the distance between big box and the small box. So when the distance is less, that means the image size was small, and the distance was more, then the image size is big. When the distance is more, that means that you have moved the outer box away from the eyes or towards the object. When the distance between the small box and big box is less, that means you have taken it towards your eyes or away from the object. Which one? The bigger box. So this is how you are actually able to zoom in or zoom out through your pinhole camera also as well. But exactly this is what happens in our other cameras which we use like in the phones and other big cameras. The big camera, they also will zoom out, zoom in the same way. You see that lens will come out, go in, etc. will happen. So this is another interesting thing to which I want to draw all of your attention, that you are actually doing zoom in and zoom out with your pinhole camera, even though if it is a simple movement of the two boxes. So this is about the pinhole camera. I hope we are able to discuss few interesting things about all these things. So
yeah, so Rajesh,
yeah,
there are few 2-3 questions which have piled up.
Please.
So
Yes,
maybe you can stop the screen so that you are visible. So
okay, I have okay. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. The first question which Avi, sorry, I've been using your name. It hasn't entered in my head. What's your son's name? So question from Avi is why light always travels in straight line only? Because again, it's very interesting, Johan, that you have picked up the fundamental point. If light was not traveling in straight line, then all the diagrams which Rajesh was showing, we can say that just at the hole, if light had a steering kind of thing and it turned the direction. If all that happened, then we wouldn't get the results which we are getting. So we are getting it because light is always traveling in straight line. But you are not happy with that. You are asking why it travels in straight line. Let's see if Rajesh has an answer.
Okay, the light travels in straight line is what is known to all of us. But then, so then let us go to one step behind. Even though some of us do not like to do that with the younger minds, that we go so deep. So what is light? Right? Light actually is considered in two ways. It's very interesting. I don't know how far we should go. We should not go so deeper now. But light is actually considered as a particle as well as a wave at the same time, right? So that is this nature. And light is so generally, let us consider light as a wave. So you can see that the wave, it is actually upside down. The most you might have seen the waves in water, right? When you throw a stone into the water, you see the waves form. Even though it is up and down movement like this, you will see that it is going in the same direction. Right? From the stone point is the band. So same way you can assume that light also travels like a wave. Ups and down will happen, but that up
and we have lost you again, Rajesh. We heard you till the way water travels in waves, but still travels straight.
So trying to tell because light is a I know I have lost in between. Sorry.
What you can try doing is, unless necessary, you can keep your video off. That may save the bandwidth, Rajesh.
That's great. Yeah, it's a great idea. Okay, now I have done that straight away. So because light is a wave, wave means how we can visualize a wave. You take a string or a say one rope you tie to one end and try to just hit it like not hitting, make a up down motion, up and down motion immediately, and then see what happens to that string. what will happen is that up and down motion that you give, sudden up and down motion which you give through the string, through your hand, will slowly travel through the string and will reach the point where you have tied the string. But it will move in the direction in which the string is tied, or the rope is tied. So this is how waves will travel. Waves will always travel in a straight line. Now again one can ask why waves will travel only in straight line, right? So beyond certain point I will tell, no, that's how it happens in the nature. So waves are very interesting things, but they move in a straight line. They propagate in a straight line. So light is also a wave. It also moves in a straight line. But there are instances when light do not move in a straight line. It will bend, and so to light to bend, you need certain special situations. Only then it will bend. But we will not get into that. Otherwise, light will move in a straight line. We will take it for it. So from my side, that is the answer. I don't know how much I can.
Yeah, no, we'll wait for Johan to ask more question. Johan, the challenge we have is there are certain things which we are finding it difficult to explain without explaining few things which you need to know, and we are not sure if given the age group of the children here. So maybe for now we will proceed with this, that light does travel in straight line. Why it travels in straight line, we can discuss that offline. Avi is saying she will explain to him with water ripple example.
Yeah.
Thanks, Avi.
Thanks.
There was the OHP, the butter paper was another question. Why butter paper and why not any other paper, which got answered through the poll question as well as Rajesh's explanation. Then Anshuman had another question, which was about why is OHP sheet required, which I have answered on the chat window, saying that was only to give strength to the box. It's not even a necessary part of the pinhole camera's design. Madhushri had an interesting question that probably by looking at Rajesh's diagrams, you would have thought that then every time light falls through the camera's hole also, camera should also always get inverted images. So how do we get the upright ones? We are not seeing each other as ulta, right? We are seeing each other straight. So what happens, Madhushri, is after the image falls on the sensors of the camera, there is one more lens which will invert it again, and that's how it becomes straight again. Let me see if we have missed any other question. Okay, yeah, I don't see any other question. Rajesh, anything that you want to add about how the image becomes upright for camera?
No, Vishal, actually, my answer is also the same. It does not remain upright when it passes through the lens, but then by doing what we call as digital signal processing or whatever, the higher end term, so we get an impression that it is looking upright, it is looking straight. But actually, what's happening physically, the science that's happening there is it is formed only inverted image on the sensor screen. But then you do some kind of digital operations, some kind of digital work on that to get the straight image on your screen, and so that we enjoy the photos, videos, etc.
Okay.
That's all. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Avi. Thank you for expressing yourself. So fundamentally, if you think about it, simple pinhole camera without any kind of lenses, but it works as a camera because of the combination of all these three. If you did not have a hole which is allowing light to pass through and hence acting like a transparent piece there, if you did not have a transparent object there, then light cannot pass through. If you did not have an opaque object, and to the extent that we all said that not just a regular opaque object, we want a complete black color. So the reason for insisting on black color, hopefully now you are able to think, able to appreciate, is that so that no other light can enter from the side. So you want a perfect opaque so that the amount of light entering is minimized. And then we also used a translucent object. Any place, if you replace an opaque by transparent, transparent by opaque, or translucent by opaque, translucent by transparent, then the camera won't work. It's because of the combination of these three. What would be really amazing is if we try to scale this up and try to make a entire room. So if you make one room which is completely dark and one plain wall and make a small hole in one of the walls, you can convert an entire room into a pinhole camera. So if this simple model that you have made, you have found it exciting, see if you can take this up as a project, and it would be very, very interesting. I see that Nidhi has asked one more question. Why does light bend? So let me try to give an answer which may make sense. Yes, Anshuman, I'll unmute you and I'll bring you on the mic. Let me answer Nidhi's question first. Imagine you are walking on the road and then suddenly you come across a region where you have water. Will you walk more easily in air or more easily in water? As you would imagine, or you may have experienced, in water, the speed, the ease with which you can move, that comes down. Your speed will reduce. Because water, the particles that your body is moving through, they are very close. They are close to each other. In air, they are far and easily your body can cut through. Same happens with light. So when light is passing through air, it's going very easily. Now it reaches water or glass. Both of them, things are very close and it's finding it difficult and its speed reduces. So as the speed reduces, it bends so that it can cross that entire band of water or glass faster. So it takes a shorter path. And that's the reason. So if you place a pencil or a scale inside a glass or a cup filled with water, then you'll feel that it is bent. That's because the light is bending, the object is not bending. So I hope, Nidhi, I answered your question satisfactorily. Please come back if you have more questions. Anshuman, I'll unmute you now so that you can ask your question. It's already 7 minutes past 6 o'clock. Those of you who have questions can stay. Those who have to leave, please feel free to leave. There is one batch of children whose first Discover program is ending today. We thank you for taking part in the 4 weeks program. And we look forward to continuing working with you. We are hopeful that you'll renew the subscription. So Anshuman, I'm unmuting you now. You can ask your question. Yes.
Sir, what is the application of pinhole camera?
Application beta, it is just for us to understand how a camera works. In real life, none of the cameras, so as many of you may have experienced, the thing that you see, the image is not very clear, sometimes a little blur kind of image. But if you look at real cameras, including this camera through which we are talking, finally,
thank you, sir.
This kind of pinhole camera which gets extended to, we replace few things by lenses, nice lenses. Okay, thanks for asking that, Anshuman. Okay, Nidhi, thanks for acknowledging. That means your question got answered. We'll wait for maybe another 30 seconds if there is any other question. Next week, we are going to work on a slightly different topic. Thanks, Anshuman. We will move to understand how life starts happening, where life includes the life within us as well as the life around us. And first thing that we are going to start with is by seeing how the plants that we see around us, which are one of the main sources of food for us as well as so many other animals and birds, we are going to see how these plants start growing. Where the first step, which is called germination. So we are going to understand what all affects germination. So the resources for plant life germination are going to be dripped tonight. You can start working on them from tomorrow morning. You have 1 week's time. Enjoy working on it, and we'll be meeting you again next Monday. This is the first time we are trying 2 different time slots. Hopefully that's taking care of the requirements, the constraints that some of you are working with. Do give us your feedback in terms of if you are looking for a different timing. Thank you everyone for your participation and for all the photographs of the pinhole camera that you have shared. So just to call it out, we are experimenting with a morning and an evening slot. So we have a 11 a.m. slot as well as a 5 p.m. slot. And this, for us, there's only certain number of slots which are affordable right now because the number of children is growing gradually. But still, if you are looking for a different time slot, do message me separately. I'm there on all the groups. And I'll also share my number. You can take it from Rajesh if you are not able to locate it. Okay, thank you everyone. I'm ending the call here.